those that don't know me, my name is Ric Godinez. I'm your county chairman for Hidalgo County Democratic Party. 2 years ago, I stood up on the stage and I made promises to you, and that was when I was in a runoff with my good friend, Juan Maldonado. I stood up here and I promised you that every day I would work as hard as I possibly could to ensure that we repair whatever damage had been done to our party by others, that we continue to get the vote out, and that we get Democrats elected. That's why we're all here. That's why you want to be a delegate. That's why you're part of this organization. We encourage you and ask you to be a precinct chair. But those are the things that we do as a party because we believe the same way. We believe in equality and equal pay. We believe that people should marry who they want to. We believe that opportunities should be available for all people, not just a select few or a few at the top, but for all people, regardless of race, religion, color, or economic background. It should be a level playing field. Now, 2 years ago, I stood up here and I made you those promises. And I'm happy to report to you that together, we fulfilled many of those promises. Now recall, in that race, we were facing a crisis in the party. A well-known sheriff who was a Democrat had disgraced us. We had Republicans pointing out, saying, look at that, that's why you should vote for another party. We had concerns that we were somehow losing ground in keeping this county the bluest county in the state of Texas. Those were the reins of which you gave me and the public gave me the opportunity, the privilege to serve in this volunteer office. And together, we met that challenge too. In this same room, 50 dedicated precinct chairs got together. And we had, for the first time, televised across Hidalgo County, across the valley, a sheriff forum that people could look and choose and decide. And I'm here to tell my opponent and his supporters, those weren't in any smoke-filled back rooms. That was for the public to see. And the public saw because we made sure that all those candidates signed a pledge. Did we not, Millie? And they all signed a pledge and they all said, we are all Democrats. We are not affiliated with any type of illegal activity or criminal activity. And we made sure that the public knew that we were going to put together a process that we could all be proud of, not just as Democrats, but that we could point to our kids and be proud and show them, look, we had a bad apple in our core. We did. That bad apple is now gone. Unfortunately, he's gone and he's doing what, frankly, what happened, what you do when you have that type of involvement. But together, we worked very hard to bring that back, to make sure that people knew that there's not a corruption in your party. People may be corrupt, but the Democratic Party stands for anything but corruption.
Yes, sir.
And all you have to do is see those that support my opponent to know that they don't feel that way. They call people in this organization corrupt. You can see it, it's all over Facebook. They can make fun and say to you, well, you know what? I am not part of a corrupt organization. You are not part of a corrupt organization. We are the Hidalgo County Democratic Party, the strongest, bluest county in the state of Texas. I made a promise 2 years ago that I would work hard to make sure that we got the vote out and we would win Democratic seats. And together with your help, we accomplished that. In 2014, we broke records. We had the most registered voters ever in the history of this county. We increased in the general election by 11% straight ticket Democratic votes so that all Democrats would be elected. And most importantly, as you heard from Judge Dori Garza, what we did is we got her elected in a gubernatorial year. We kept that seat in Democratic hands. We did it with your help. We did it with hard work, knocking on doors, going out, getting people and dragging them. Because that's what it takes when you have 10, 12, 13, 14, 15% of your voting population voting. And I am so proud of that fact because it had not happened in over a decade. In 3 gubernatorial election cycles, one after the other, we had lost that seat. And now we have that seat straight in Democratic hands. And with your help in November, we'll be able to kick the only lone remaining Republican off of the Court of Appeals when we elect Leticia Hinojosa. Yeah. And I'm so excited about that. I cannot wait to do that with you. 2 years ago, I stood up on the stage and I asked you for an opportunity, and I said, if you elect me, I will work hard every day to raise money for this party, local money. And with your help together, we had the largest, biggest Noche Azul Gala in the history of this county. Attended by none other than our Democratic candidate for governor, Wendy Davis. We fell short in that race. We did, statewide. But with your help, we showed the rest of the state that they have to take us seriously. They have to realize, while we're the 7th largest state in Texas, we are the strongest, bluest, and we demand, and we work hard, and we ensure that Democrats get elected in Hidalgo County. Now, the last thing I want to mention is what I tell my precinct chairs. I'm sorry, let me come back one more. 2 years ago, I stood up on this stage and I promised you that I would do everything and I'd work as hard as I could to increase the activism, to increase the enthusiasm among our ranks. We had 30 some odd, thereabouts, precinct chairs when I was given the privilege by you and the public to take over and lead this organization. Today, we have doubled that number in more than 70. We have conventions, as you've seen, that are well attended, that are orderly, and where good, hard business can take care of Democratic business so that we can get on to the fight in November and get more Democrats elected. Yes, sir. I did not do these things alone. I did these with your help. But we have so much more work to do. I'm telling you right now is what I tell my chairs. There's a number you need to know and you need to be aware of. 18,734. 18,734. It's so important, I'm going to say it again. 18,734. Who knows what that number is?
Republican votes.
Those are the Republicans that voted in this county in our primary, this last primary season. 3 times, triple what it had been in the past. 3 times. I have proven that we can get out the vote and get Democrats elected. I look forward to hearing my opponent's plan because I've never seen him at one of our meetings. I've never seen him push the vote. I've never seen him work as hard as you have worked hard and as I have worked hard to get Democrats elected. And I'm not trying to bash him. I welcome him to our fold. I welcome him in. I look forward to hearing what he has to offer. And I look forward to the truth of what he has to offer. Because what they will tell you is that in 2014, somehow or another, we lost money. That I turned down money, or I did something that money would be turned down. And that is absolutely not true. Gilberto Hinojosa, our state party chair, will tell you that without Hidalgo County and without the hard work and leadership of the Democratic Party, it was almost impossible to ensure that we would get Democrats elected on a regional basis. He will tell you that there were no funds that were not kept. Whatever donor they had decided not to invest in here in Hidalgo County. And so the state said, hey, Rick, why don't you send up that $50,000 that you guys, the most that had ever been done in a gala, why don't you send it up to Austin and we will distribute it how you guys spend it? And I said, no way. My CEC worked too hard. We worked too hard to make that money. We know how votes are gotten here. We know how to raise our own funds. We know how to get our votes out so that we can get Democrats elected. Do we not?
Yes, we do.
And we took that money and we spread it. And you know what? We saved Judge Ric Godinez. That had not happened in a decade. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited that I want to continue with this progress that we've made. Because we have a lot more to do. 18,734. 18,734. We cannot have that. And now is not the time to look to something new and unproven. Why, welcome Mr. Godinez and his supporters to our tent. Now is not the time. With the Republicans knocking at our door, to give you an idea, 43,000 votes is what comes out, más o menos, in a gubernatorial election. Well, if 18,734 of those are Republicans, it's not far. It's not far at all from a Republican being elected in this county.
Never!
And not over my dead body.
Never!
Not while I sit here in front of this hardest working group of people that help get the votes out. I thank everybody who supported me in the past. I'm asking for your vote. No, I'm imploring your vote so that together, we can continue to make this the bluest and hardest working county in the state of Texas. It will start right here in Hidalgo County once we turn blue. And we'll do it together. Now, I am not one to cast aspersions, but to me, I want you to look at this list. This is a list of all the candidates, except one, that puts his money where the mouth is. That supports our causes. Because otherwise we couldn't have a convention like this. We couldn't have the opportunity. Now I see out there and I see signs, beautiful signs. Probably each one costs probably 50, 60 bucks once you get the labor involved. Democratic parties like Stonewall, who like the rest of us candidates, we go out there and we scrape up funds. They were able to come to us with $100 to help support the causes here. Remember that. Remember that. Because you have to decide, is someone doing this because they love the party? Hey guys, this is tough. This is a tough job. Doesn't pay anything. Everybody's always mad at you. You got to put together, you got to juggle all these different things. But I've enjoyed every single second because I enjoy being involved and working with hard-working Democrats like you. Thank you very much.